Hello everybody, welcome back to the OAGRC. I'm Craig, thank you very much for stopping by the channel today and checking out the Meet the Contestants video for the finale of the Orchard Raceway. Up here, I've got all the contestants sat on the middle shelf, ready to get cut up and set up, ready for their run out on the Orchard. Schumacher Cougar, the DT03, the Top Force Evo, and the TT02B, which one of them faces off against the Durga. Let's meet the contestants a little bit and let's find out.
Lights down low, in the garage we glow. Neo fighters ready, let's start the show. Tamiya's chap to do the king. Feel the beat, let the rhythm swing. Through the dirt, through the night, Neo fighters taking flight. In the groove, we ignite. Come on, let's hit the heights. Oh, Neo fighter, let's dance tonight. Jump and drift, hit the lights. Tamiya's wandering neon lights. Feel the rhythm, we take flight. Big wheels spin and feel the bass. This buggy's got that fast-paced grace. On the track we're out of sight. Neo fighters, pure delight. Hit the jumps, feel the lift. Catch the beat, feel the shift. In the zone, we're in sync. Neo fighters, a missing link. Through the loops, through the spins, Neo fighters got the wins. In the groove, feel the drive. Come on, let's come alive. Oh, Neo fighter, let's dance tonight. Jump and drift, hit the lights. Tamiya's wandering neon lights. Feel the rhythm, we take flight. Dance floor shaking, feel the heat, and Neo fighters move.
So, first up was the DT03, and I hope you all enjoyed watching the video of the DT03 doing its laps around the track. So it had a high lap of 6.14. It only popped in 4 laps for us, with that 6.14 being the best. All 4 of its laps did go under 7 seconds, which was pretty good if you're considering what is an average or a median lap. This one did pretty well. Didn't have too many poor ones. I think it's got more in it. There's more in the locker on this one. I don't think we saw its fastest lap. It's rocking that Sport Tune motor, so it should go a bit quicker than some of the others that are running silver cans, maybe. But it does have that disadvantage of being a rear-wheel drive model. Not a lot more to say about this one, other than I have a soft spot for it, as I've told you all before. First buggy I ever built myself. Not the first one I ever drove, but first one I ever built from scratch. Lockdown build for me. I'm one of those old RCers that got back into the hobby through the lockdowns during the pandemic. And this was the first one that I put together. And I really do enjoy it. I like the way it drives, I like the way it handles. Great place to start for people getting back into the hobby. Should we look at the Cougar next?
Schumacher legend built to last. Oh, Cougar in the dust. Feel the rush, feel the thrust. Schumacher's pride in the race we trust. Tearing up the ground, more than just lust. On the track, the starting gate. Hear the cheers, can't be late. With the controller, heartbeats race. In this buggy, I found my place. Brushless motor, tires grip tight. Through every corner, every flight. Suspension so smooth, shock so fine. Cougar's got that perfect line. Oh, Cougar in the dust. Feel the rush, feel the thrust. Schumacher's pride in the race we trust. Tearing up the ground. checkered flag, Cougars bite, never lag. In the pits, wipe the grime, ready for...
So, another one that only managed to do a couple of laps. My Cougar's looking quite sorry for itself, isn't it? The body's not attached properly. The rear wings come off, and the the steering columns are all still popping up and not sitting where they should be either. So there's a bit of work to do before we get this back out on the track. So the Cougar did a 5.9 seconds, which was unbelievable, really, given, if you remember, all the problems I had with this car. Getting it prepped and ready for the Orchard Raceway last year, it was an absolute disappointment. And this year, it has done a lot better. I think it would have done a better, the median lap was 6.97, average was 7.07. I think it would have done better than that, but it started to fall to pieces at the end after a couple of laps. This thing does handle a lot better now. I've got that servo in. Made a massive difference, and obviously sorting the gearbox out has really unlocked the pedigree of this particular buggy, which is, it's an old school racer at heart, isn't it? I think this one's got a massive chance of winning on the Orchard Raceway this season. And it had a pretty good song, didn't it? So I think we should see this thing get pretty high up in the finale. I'm wondering whether it might even be in the top 2. Let's wait and see. Right, who are we going to look at next? TT02B. There we go. The first of our finale cars to do 10 laps in the qualifying heats. Fastest lap of 5.87, which is pretty fast. At an average of 6.76 and a median of 6.6. Thrown out by a high lap of 9.44. And that was his worst. Everything else was under 7 seconds, with quite a few of them being 6.2, 6.16, 6.5. This thing's quick. We know it's quick. Is it going to be quick enough to stay ahead of the pack in the finale? I'm not so sure. I want it to do well because it's a previous Orchard Raceway champ. Back in 2022, it received a gold award because it won. Can it do it again this year? No, I don't know. I'm not so sure. It can definitely do it on its day. The tyres, I worry, may have let it down a little bit. Definitely prefer the extra ride height that it's now got, you can see. But I'm not so sure about the lack of grip that these... I think these tyres are better suited for carpet tracks or Astros. So that may go against it. But we'll see. Should we see its final competitor? The Top Force Evo.
There's a name we know, Tamiya Top Force Evo, the legend that glows. Born in the 90s, a track dominator, carbon fiber frame, mighty, so light, so strong. In every race it proves we belong. Lifting suspension to just right. Top Force Evo taking flight. Oh, Top Force Evo, legend to speed. Tamiya's finest, fulfilling the need. In the dirt, in the sand, on any track, this buggy's got our backs, no looking back. Oh, Top Force Evo, legend to speed. Tamiya's finest, fulfilling the need. In the dirt, in the sand, on any track, this buggy's got our backs, no looking back.
It's a legend of speed, apparently. So, the Top Force Evo. Well, what can't I say about this? 5.74, current lap record holder out on the Orchard Raceway. It had an average of 6 seconds dead and a median of 5.97. The standard deviation of this was 0.2. It only did 4 out of its 10 laps over 6 seconds. Everything else was below 6 seconds. This is awesome. I can absolutely see why people raved about this back in the day. I can see why this really changed the face of racing for a couple of years back in the early 90s. It's a beautiful buggy. It's probably one of the best things that I've got in the Orchard Raceway fleet. I think the modern ones can give it a run for its money, but I don't know whether it's the way this thing's set up. It just handles really nicely. It really does drive well, and I'm not complaining too much. I think we're going to see, we're going to see whether this can be beaten. So, the winner plays off against the Durga. I'm not going to spoil anything at all with how this particular buggy goes out on the track, other than I'm going to tell you it doesn't disappoint. So, the Durga will face off against the winner. How are we going to decide who goes against the Durga? Well, we're going to start off with a qualifying heat, which will see all 4 of the Orchard Raceway finale runners go and produce 5 laps. At the end of that heat, one of them will say Sarah good night and not get a place on the rostrum for this year. The final 3 will then go at it again with another lap, and we will see who comes out on top. The final 2 will then face off over another 5 laps to see who comes top of the shop. And then whoever it is that wins will go to head against the mighty Durga. Who do you think it's going to be? I will, as always, put a poll up after this video goes out, and you can all go over and check out my community post and decide who you think is going to face off against the mighty Durga. Then, once we've done that, we will decide whether or not you think that the Durga will beat whoever it is that comes out on top of the Orchard Raceway for 2024. Thank you very much for watching, and we're now entering into the final stretches of the Orchard Raceway for 2024. I hope you've enjoyed it. If there are some cars that you think I should be getting on the channel, please drop them into the comments down below. I love to hear your suggestions of what else you think should be hitting up on the Orchard Raceway in the months and years to come. Until then, thank you for watching my channel. Thank you for all of your support and kind comments. And I will see you all soon on the OAG RC. Goodbye for now.